Seeing as I'm turning 37 in a couple days, I thought it would be worth my time and also just a very timely thing to talk about age. Or, I guess, time specifically. If you think that you are too old or that it is too late for you to start building as much muscle mass as possible, you have made an absolutely critical error in your thinking. Like, humongous. I think a lot of people misunderstand the whole concept of building muscle. When they hear build as much muscle as you can, their first instinct is to think, oh, I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder. I'm not trying to be this huge mass monster. I don't want to be as big as you, which, by the way, sure, fine, you can say that if you want. I don't get that comment, really. I don't know who that's serving, but here's what I believe is missing from a lot of people's thought process on this. There is no more valuable enterprise and no more valuable thing to a human being. You know what? It is one of the most valuable things. It might have one, maybe two things that supersede it, but there are very few things that supersede the importance of muscle mass. I'm sure a lot of you don't believe me, especially you older cats out there who are watching this and thinking to yourself, how could that possibly be true? There are so many things I can think of that are worth more to me than muscle mass. Fine, let me prove my point. I'm gonna ask you a few questions here and you can feel free to answer in your head. You don't have to answer out loud. You don't have to answer in the comments. You don't have to involve me at all. This is all about you talking to you here. What's going to pick you up when you fall down? Does that sound a little vague? You can make it a little bit more specific. What is physically going to get you off the ground should you fall down? What's going to get you out of bed in the morning? What's going to get you back into bed at night? What's going to allow you to run and keep up with your kids, your grandkids? What's going to allow you to enjoy that vacation you took to Venice with your significant other? What's going to allow you to enjoy Carnival when you go to Trinidad or Jamaica or Brazil or wherever you're going to celebrate Carnival or a Carnival-like event? How are you going to enjoy that? What's going to help you or allow you to participate in that whole process? What's going to get you off the toilet? Really think about that one. What's going to get you off the toilet? Now, if you line up all those questions, it probably seems like they're unrelated, huh? Muscle is responsible for all of it. I could get real nitpicky and say your heart is a muscle, and it is, and that's important, yes. But realistically speaking here, if you lack the muscle to do something, you lack the strength. And if you lack the strength, you cannot accomplish it. So, enjoying walking around that European cobblestone street that you had planned, how you doing that? Ain't no muscle to do that. You're getting tired, you're feeling weak, you have to sit down, you can't really enjoy that very much. You're getting too gassed too fast. Getting yourself out of bed, also gonna take muscle. How are you gonna lift yourself up? You need core musculature to do that, and some upper body strength. How are you gonna get yourself back into bed? You're gonna require some control and muscle to pull that off too. How are you gonna get off the toilet if you ain't got the leg strength to stand up on your own? There are people out there who, once they get low enough, they simply cannot get up anymore, not without help. And that happens to some people a lot faster than they think they would. It seems strange to me, and it has seemed strange to me for a very long time, that people will just allow sarcopenia to just rob them of their livelihood. Just rob them of the things that bring them joy in life. You're losing about 1% of your muscle mass, if I remember the math on this correctly, every single year at the age of, I believe, 35. And then that number ramps up to like 3% after like, what, 55? 60? All that's being replaced by, it's muscle, and then it's being lost, and then it's fat that is taking its place. And you're just gonna allow that? You're not gonna fight back? You're just gonna let time take you like that? Seems like a punk move to me. But here's the thing that I think really should strike a chord with a lot of you. If you don't care about that, what does that say about how you view the people who you love and the people who love you in return? When you can't get off that toilet, who's helping you get off that toilet? It's really only one or two people. Either it's one of those people who you love and who loves you in return, or it's someone that one of those people paid for. And let's be real, the economy is not treating people very nicely right now. It's putting its foot directly up a lot of people's, and nothing is cheap, which means they gotta find a way to afford that. So, you have some options here. You can either keep sitting there, not touching a weight or any other form of resistance, do zero resistance training, earn back, fight back 0%, and gain none of that muscle mass back, slowly wither away, and every year get closer and closer to giving away the capacities that allow you the independence to function as the person who you've been up to this point. Or you can fight, gain every single gram of muscle possible until the day you die. It sounds like, oh, such a hard, arduous process, but this is an investment not only in yourself, but for the people who you care about, like I mentioned. They deserve to have you as part of their lives in the most active capacity possible for as long as possible, don't they? I honestly just see it as a sort of selfless investment in your future and their future. We're all gonna win off of this. Now, I don't know about you, but I have planned it such that if I can help it, I am going to die on my feet if I can. I mean that metaphorically speaking, in that I'm not trying to be working until literally the day that I keel over. I'm trying to live until I die. I want to be active and capable and independent until I die. Is that the same for you? I think that's all I really got to say on that. So we'll wrap it up. Rack it.